Hey guys, it's Cody. What's up? I just want to do a quick update about my hysterectomy consultation that I had on Friday, September 18th. Excuse my possible rambling. I'm super tired, so here goes nothing. So, everything, or I might have a voice crack. That could be a possibility too. So, everything that led up to my appointment was pretty awesome. Going to the office and dealing with the medical staff was super smooth. There was no problems with being called by the wrong name or anything like that. There was just no questions asked, and I haven't even legally changed my name yet. So to have them always call me by the right name and things like that is pretty awesome. There was no awkward like waiting room moments or anything like that. And the first hiccup I encountered was when I met the doctor, and he just kind of rubbed me the wrong way from the start, just from some of the things he said or asked me, and so like right off the bat was just kind of like, I don't know about you. um, so long story short, he went straight into just asking me if I've had kids or if I'm on hormones, and then he was like, "So you were born a woman, but now you want to be a man," and I was just kind of like, "Sure, yeah, if you want to." If that's how you want to phrase it, sure. And it was just like transgender, right? And I'm like, way to go, detective. So that was like initially what kind of rubbed me a little bit the wrong way from the very get go. And then he asked if I was on hormones. He asked if I was on hormones right now. And I'm just kind of like, really? No, this is just how I normally am naturally. So I don't know. I guess he has to confirm, but it was right there on the piece of paper. Like I confirmed it like 3 times written before I even got to his office. So if he just read my chart, he could have had the answers to all these questions. And he didn't even sit down. He just stood there in front of me as I was sitting in a chair. And so he was just straight up like, all right, so for you, since you haven't had kids and since you have been on hormones, your vaginal walls will be too small to pull things out of your, he thinks that my goods will be too much to pull through the the vag part. So sorry, distracted by a text. um, so I had never heard of this, so I was kind of like, oh, that's weird. I've known a lot of trans guys that have had laparoscopic surgery just fine. So I tried to like ask more questions or get him to kind of talk about more of why or what the differences were, and he was just like, we're gonna do the abdominal hysterectomy. It's less complications. It's a longer recovery. You'll have 2 weeks of basically doing nothing, but then 4 weeks of gradually getting better and doing more. And in my head, I'm like, holy shit! Like 6 weeks of recovery. Um, yeah, I'm not a fan of the recovery process. So to have a longer recovery just seems not an option to me. I do like the idea, like if there is actually less complications, that's nice. I know that the anesthesia time is less with just the standard abdominal hysterectomy, but I'm focused on the recovery. So a lot of people have been telling me to get a second opinion since he didn't really give me an option between any other surgery besides the standard abdominal hysterectomy. And I think it's because it's what he wants to do and it's not what's best for me. So I don't like that option at all. Um, I feel like he's just kind of old school, and that is the method that he's used to using. And it's not just because it's better. So I feel like he's just behind the times, and I would like a better recovery and less pain. Yeah, it's just a big incision. So that's all I'm thinking about. So I emailed my doctor, and she emailed me back today and said, yeah, we should get you a second consult. So she's going to start the referral process once again for me to go see another doctor and see what they say and go from there. So that's been my weekend. Lots of contemplating and stuff like that. But I'm glad that I emailed my doctor and she was very on board with me seeing somebody else. So that is that. I guess I'm gonna be waiting for another histo consultation. Could be another few months or so. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to say that the reason I'm so tired, I've been cooking and editing all day long for my new channel, and it's gonna have like cooking and life stuff and training, fitness tips. If you're interested in that, then I will link my new channel below, and yeah, check it out. I'll see you guys later.